Hello and welcome to Gaming Fix. I don't know what's going on with my video, and we'll get that sorted out ASAP. I don't know what's going on with that. Oh, okay, that's if I wanted to share screen. I see. All right. I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to figure that out, and hopefully we will get to the bottom of that. Let's see. It's something to do with the split screen. But I'll keep talking as I'm working on this. Um, I don't know why it wouldn't be working. If that happens, then we'll just have to remove the background, and I don't really want to do that because I don't think it'll look super amazing. And it's there's all these weird pitfalls now with going live. Yeah, for some reason XSplit is not wanting to fire at all. And what happens sometimes with my laptop, and if I have to refire my laptop, that'll really be cute for this episode because it'll be late and it'll not be great with the way that's going. But not being able to go into XSplit is weird. Let me see if I can go into the task. It's funny, I was trying to get some other things done graphically. There seems to be some problems with this program, and I don't know if we'll continue this next month. It's a good program as far as being able to restream, but I don't like the fact that chat doesn't seem to go online, and there's a number of problems. The other thing is it doesn't seem like I can show links and do on StreamYard. So it's a thing that's kind of annoying. What I will do is I will share the link again for, well, I'll explain the links in a minute, but I will be sharing all that. And there's a lot. Welcome to Gaming Fix. I'm going to fix this issue first, and then none of those are on, so that's not on. So it's just not accessing right now. It's not on here, but it's acting like it's working. I don't know what to do about that. Maybe I have visual, but I don't think so because the camera light's not on. So I know we don't have visual, and that's important, obviously. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the settings because we can't get XSplit, and we'll just have to have my background, which isn't amazing, but it's what it is, and it's just what we're going to have to deal with today because obviously I have to have a camera. So this is my room, such as it is, and usually we have a background, but background today, and we'll just deal with that. So let's start the show as we always do, and I will tell you how I got my game on. And first, a big shout out to Jennifer Kroll for coming to visit us. Really appreciate her coming, and really added a lot. Fortunately, we couldn't get her in on the system, so people probably wonder, well, then Frank, why did you decide to go with Restream when it already wouldn't let your guest in? Well, I'm hoping I can fix it. It was on a discount, and I figured that it's a pretty good system for what we're doing, and hopefully we'll be able to fix those hurdles down the road. But yeah, it was pretty cool. So today we're going to be talking about Extralife and the Indiecade review. So it'll be really cool. As far as how I got my game on, let's get down that path so we can get to the other stuff. I of course played some Puzzles and Empires, as I do a lot, and I know that people probably get I don't know. I guess if you're into Puzzles and Empires, then you probably like it. Anyway, we had a war, unfortunately, because um, I I had treatment and wasn't feeling that well. The day we had war, I took a it. I ended up not coming into the war until like about, I want to say, 6 minutes until the end of the war, and I was actually pretty impressed. I mean, with myself, I was able to take out quite a couple of the commands. Just by a little tiny hair. We lost by, I think, I want to say like 30 points or something like that. That was pretty fun. I'm still leveling my guys. Nothing new on development as far as, something really cool to talk about that happened. But it was pretty fun. Now we had Halloween, so I canceled the Pathfinder game. We didn't have the Pathfinder game this week, and we'll have it again this coming week. It should be fun. My plan, I don't know. I hope I guess if the boys watch this, I guess I shouldn't say, but it should be pretty cool. I think they'll like it, and it should be a good time. But yeah, so one thing that I did for Halloween weekend is I decided to go down to Guild House and play some Magic. They play Commander, and I love Commander. And I was told that they played some, so I went down there. One thing that's interesting though is when you go down to the game shop, a lot of times, like you might go fairly early, but you might make some decisions. Like I got lunch on the way, because I got lunch on the way, and that took a little bit of time. And like whenever you go to a card shop and cards with some folks, a lot of times you're got to wait for the game to end, and of course that took a minute. The game had to end, and that was an interesting just like waiting, and it took a long, like they were in a long game, and by the time we started playing it was like 4 o'clock, and the game store's closing at 5 because it's Halloween. Oh, not even 6. That's right. Started, I think, at 5. Maybe it was 4:40 or something like that. We started and we all decided, all right, we're gonna play our fastest decks, and I played my zombie deck that I put together, and then someone was playing kind of a stall deck. It was kind of weird because we agreed, but there was like some people that were running some stall stuff, but then there were some people that were putting on the gas. Like Howling Mine was in eventually. What that does is it lets people play a card. Like basically you have to draw an extra card every time is one thing that happens. And my notifications right now, and I will share if any of these have anything to do with anything that anybody might want, but so far no. Anyway, so I Howling Mine, what it does is you draw an extra card, and then somebody played a card that what it did is you couldn't cast an effect or like a basically an instant or sorcery or anything like that with more mana than you had. So basically, if you have a mana stone like a Felwar Stone or a Soul Ring or something that produces mana, you can only produce it with land. and it was a creature. And then someone played their commander that what it does is everybody has to attack every turn, but they can't attack the person that is causing it. So basically, everybody has to attack each other, and they can't attack the commander that is causing the problem by their spell that's telling you have to attack every turn. So that was in play. And the game went pretty fast, but we still quite to end. Like someone got to 2, but we never got quite to the end. So we played, but that was a fun game, and I look forward to playing with those folks. I think next week. I think they're going to play next week, so that'd be pretty cool. I don't know how that'll work, and I will explain that later because that sounds a little strange, but I'll explain that later. Then I also played on Arena, and that was fun. I decided to play the Jump Start game, which what that does is they give you different packs of cards that you get to keep. And so I made a goblin and roll. What they call the name of the deck was Rolling. And so what it is it one powers by rolling the dice over and over again, and then goblins, because like goblins are like attrition where you've got like all these goblins. So I thought that'd be cool. You have like the ability of like all these rolls and then goblins. It just seemed like a good combination. So I decided to do that. I might do that as a standard deck, actually. I think about it. Especially if I have the choice of what I'm going to run. That'd be good. But that was pretty fun. The first time I played pretty well, did good, and got a card. And then the other 5 times, I just got smoked. So I was like, that's enough of that. And that was pretty fun. I had a good time. I like playing Arena. I usually play Standard. And I like to play Standard, Traditional, Ranked, because one, it gives me my rankings that I need. It gives me all the benefits of playing the certain color and playing the amount of spells that you want and stuff. So that's pretty cool. I was hoping for something a little fun for Halloween, but they really didn't have anything because they'd been going and doing the festivals the whole time. So that was cool. And as a fun note, I guess I went and saw Rocky, and that was really cool. Hadn't been to Rocky in a while. Went and saw Midnight Insanity, and they're in Long Beach. And shout out to Dirty and all of his crew, and let them know that, hey, go check out Midnight Insanity. It's at the Art Theater, usually midnight on Saturdays, but go to Midnight Insanity Facebook to check their schedule and check it out. It was really cool. Might have some pictures on the site eventually. I'm still working on the site. I'm having problems with the site. I'm probably going to try and talk to my friend about the site because it's just I'm not getting it. It's just taking a while to put it together. I was hoping that it would be just done faster, and it just hasn't been. So that is pretty much. Let me think. Oh yes, I watched Lock and Key. Finished that up. Good finale. Enjoyed it. Nice twist. I definitely recommend it this season. It was really a good, fun time. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I watched like that, graphic novel or otherwise. Watched some Halloween movies. Those were cool. I watched Black Pumpkin, which was I watched it because my cousin edited it and did this and did a number of roles on the movie. So I was like, back production roles. I watched it. I thought it was a really solid movie. And I recommend for Halloween. It's a good time. It's just a good B movie to watch. Also watched Manos Hand of Fate. I'm so glad I watched it on Rift Tracks, but I was shocked by how bad this movie is. You should check it out. It is shocking. It is definitely one to make fun of. And it I was like, I was just flabbergasted how bad that movie is. And my friend Aaron had mentioned that it was bad quite a lot, and I just didn't ever. I've been wanting to see it, and like I figured, okay, production values will be this, it'll be more like that, and man, uh, it starts out where, for one, like this husband and wife are taking their kids on this very long route for some reason, and they're supposed to be going very homeward to vacation, and I didn't think that was extremely clear. The little girl, for some reason, is voiced by an old woman, which is really strange. They go through this really bad area of Texas, which I guess is where they filmed. And then they end up in this little shack apartment type place where the arch villains, Toady or whatever is there, he follows a master, and it gets very convoluted. But it's weird because he's just like, it's like out in the middle of Texas. Like I thought that it would be like, when I had heard a description of it, I thought it'd be like in the jungle or something like that. No, it's like in this shack. And also in this shack, it's weird because where there's like there's ladies tied up or something with like this space, and I don't know where they're getting all this space because this little building is like really small, and there's no way that it's got all these rooms. And then they like, when they go to like the altar thing, and then the master is like laid out there, and it is a strange movie. And Riff Tracks helped it. If you imbibe, that might be something else that might work for you. I don't know. But anyway, that was how I got my game on. And today, what I want to talk about, we want to review Indiecade, and we're going to review Indiecade a lot. But also, I want to remind people that this weekend, November 6th, on Saturday, is Extralife. And we're doing our. I've got my Extralife shirt on. This is for 2017, I think. Yeah, 2017. And this time it's going to be on the 6th. Now, most people are starting at 8 o'clock, but I'm starting at 6 p.m. And the reason is because of my dialysis treatment that starts on Saturday. So that way I have some time to go home, chill a little bit, and then, start my gaming. And one of the we're starting with is the LARP that I plan, Fading Suns. And either I'll be doing that over Discord, or I'll be doing that live, and I'll let people know about that. If you want to donate, I was trying to figure out a way. So with this new site, what I could do is I could put like an extra logo on here, but I can't put, like, you can't put, you can't seem to put a thing on as the primary text. Like, I've tried to add it and it just doesn't want to do that. Let me try this. Well, I'm going to try it on this one maybe. So if I hide this, maybe that'll work. Maybe you have to pick or something. I don't know. Let me try this. So, and yeah, it doesn't want to show that. So I don't know. I don't know if people are seeing that or not, but so all I can say is go on to the just go on to the Extralife and search for Frank Perkins or Team Gaming Fixx, and there you can make a donation. We're also going to have our stuff here on Twitch today, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to be previewing one of the Indiecade games because it was free, and I want to show people just how it plays and everything. And so what we're going to do is right after this, so on Twitch, stay right after this, and I need to fix some of the streaming information on Twitch. I will do that because I know it says the Halloween special still. I'm working on that. Stay after this, and there will be a preview of a game, and I will get to the name of the game shortly. So that'll be the case, and then we will also probably have the links to the Extralife thing. Unfortunately, it's not a simple thing like TeePublic where I can just go Extralife / Frank 214 or something. It's nothing like that. So it doesn't work like, fortunately. But first, we're going to talk about Indiecade, and I have all my notes right here in this green book. So I'm just going to get those real quick here. And it was a really good Anywhere and Everywhere is getting better. I sometimes do miss going down to Santa Monica and checking that out, but you know, we're still trying to stay safe, and that's a good. Let's see here. So yeah, those are those games. But first, I want to talk about where is. Okay. I'm looking for the some reason, I'm not sure why. It might have fallen out because they'll do that. I also have the oh, these are the winners. Okay, so we'll do that first. So we had so yeah, I lost some of my winners on the. Okay, so I was looking for not Peso, sorry. The winners of Indiecade, which I had written down on this paper, which I'm kind of looking for here. It looks like I lost some. This is not great. Oh, here we are. I think I found some of them. Okay, yeah. Sorry about that. Okay, here we are. Yeah, here we are. Okay, so we're going to talk about the winners of the. Well, I could talk about the show. I think no, I'll talk about the games first, but I think I'm missing games too. I think I'm missing a sheet of games, and I'm really trying to be more. I'm sorry about this, folks. This is not professional, and I really apologize. Unfortunately, what happens is for some reason this book just breaks all the time, and so I lose parts of it. So we'll talk about, and then I don't have the game. Maybe I do. Yeah. One thing. Oh, also, as a quick note, Paizo has recognized the union. Basically, the Paizo workers unionized and said, "Hey, you have to recognize," and Paizo just pretty much said, "Okay." So that's always good, and I like to recognize when a company does the right thing because I think that's always a good thing to support people when they're doing right instead of just always putting the screws to them when they're doing wrong. But I just don't know. just gonna have to go with what I have. So some of the games that were announced were Dice Legacy, and Dice Legacy is a really cool game where basically you have these dice and you can forge them together to make new combinations of dice, and the dice create effects as you're playing the game. And that is $59.99. 15. Have to, so you guys know it's $15.99 on Steam. Then we also had Roguebook. Roguebook was a, should have put a note on that what that was. Roguebook is a roguelite, and it's a pretty cool game. And that's about $20 on Steam, $19.99. Then you had the Lullaby of Life. That was a really cool. I was trying to find out how to download it. All I could find out is it's on Apple, so I'm guessing you have to have an iOS system to play it. But it's a really cool game where you start out as a little small pixel, and you get bigger based on the relationships as you wander by and deal with other life forms or just inanimate objects, and bring life to them. And it's got music, and it's kind of the exact opposite of everything that like you would have as a AAA game. But it's a really good chill game that I thought was really cool. Unfortunately, I don't have the price on it. I do know that it's on Apple. Then there was a Mondan, which was a kind of a roguelite RPG type of thing. Maybe more like an adventure like Zelda, I guess. And it was blacks and whites with really beautiful art. And they're asking $19.99 for that. Then there was Spirit to the Lighthouse, which it looks like that's a free game. So that might be something that I might also play after this as well. I'll look to see if I can get to it, and if I can, then yeah, we'll play that. It's Spirit to the Lighthouse is also more esoteric, a little bit more like a Myst Adventure style type game. Then we had Fermi Paradox. I think it's Fermi Paradox 2, but I didn't get the 2 noted. Fermi Paradox is basically you're trying to find out about alien life forms and like how they are affecting you on your planet and certain things. So it's kind of like a puzzle game, but like a thought puzzler type thing. Figment 2, Creed Valley, which was also a was more like a it was more of an adventure style game, and pretty cool. I think like a platformer if I remember, but I'm not sure. And it's not available yet. So I'll talk about some of the other stuff as I go through the awards, because they were up. So then I may remember some of that. So in audio design, we had Cook Serve Delicious 3, which, and there was a lot of other things, but Delicious is an interesting game where basically you're playing on a food truck and making food, but you also have to be wary of the automatic food trucks and other vehicles that might try and shoot you down and kill you. So that's Cook Serve Delicious, and was kind of interesting. I don't have the price point on it, but I think I want to say it's that $19.99 range on Steam. Also, even though I'm giving a lot of Steam prices, a lot of these games are available on Switch. And actually, I was talking to Daryl about this, and he was saying that one thing that's really been good for independents is that Switch has has invited a lot of independents to be able to offer their games on Switch. So that's been a really cool thing. And so I thought that was interesting. On tabletop design, we had Forger, Rats, Anyone Can Wear the Mask, and Alice is Missing. Some of these, I don't know, like they were tabletop, but video, and some of them were actual tabletop. But the winner was Alice is Missing, and Alice is Missing has been featured on No Rolls Barred and some other sites talking about like just a crazy game that it starts out. It works all on like text based, but you go and you work within the real world. So it's basically an ARG where you're learning all about like what happened, and it's said to be pretty strong. Like it's not for the faint of heart. It's rough because it is a whodunit type of thing. For Game Changer, Thorsten, and he's done a lot, and so I'm going to quote him verbatim. Hopefully it doesn't mess with any of my streams of revenue or anything like that, or upset anybody. But Thorsten said that games are culture, and he said the games are culture and to fucking support us. So I thought I would pass that along because sometimes you need to get sweary about some things. That's fine. Best visual design is Mondown, the one I was just talking about. That's the roguelite that's, like I said, in blacks and whites and stuff. Then the best live action game, we had Claws, Romancing Jan, and I Expect You to Die, and Field Guide to Memory. And the winner was Field Guide to Memory. I didn't know much about Field Guide to Memory, but the way that it seems to work is like you're a detective, you have information, and you're learning from it. But I don't remember if it was video or if it was a type of game that you have on there. And I just realized that when I got rid of my primary text, it got rid of my, I guess it's size or something. It's weird. I guess if it's a certain size. Oh, now it doesn't want to work that way either. I don't know. Okay, whatever. Well, maybe I didn't put in the. Let me try that. Because I really do want to get people. And add. Okay. And there we go. And if you go under there, then you can sub Extralife, and that's awesome. I'm super happy that does that, and that makes this just a little bit more valuable. So you can go on to extralife.org/participant/Frank Perkins. I guess that's a lot easier now that I look at it. So yeah, if you go on that link, you can help us out and help. Then I will explain what Extralife does pretty soon, but we'll just keep that on throughout the whole thing. All right, so action, we had Claws, Romancing Jan, Library, and I Expect You to Die, a Field Guide to Memory. Like I said, Field Guide to Memory was more, it was more, like I said, I'm not sure if it was a video or not, but basically you took information and you learn more about yourself. It was pretty cool, pretty interesting. Romancing Jan is interesting. I would like to talk about Romancing Jan a little bit with somebody, but I don't want to derail what they're doing. But what they're doing is it's a romantic role-playing game, and there's different levels of participation. Like you can go to the LARPs, but you can also just get information via a newspaper every month, or you can get the ability to write back and forth to people. And with one tier, you'll be to players only, and the other tier you'll be talking to players and NPCs. It's interesting. one of the things is uh, there's no racism within the system, which is another one of those that I've always been kind of interested in. Is what is role playing? Is it about escapism or is it about experience? And I think that there's two schools of this, and I've been wanting to have that conversation, but I don't know if talking to those people would be the best way of doing that. But I think to me it's an interesting idea. Like I don't think it's a hard and fast thing. Like I don't think that it has to be escapism, and I don't think it has to be experiential. But I think that like sometimes you want a game that is experiential. It's like this is what this is. We've created this. It's a way to experience these things. Um, and I don't know if like historical importance is important in that. Obviously, it would be in a situation where, like with what me and my mom were trying to do with within their shoes. So where you're trying to create a live action role playing um, interactive that teaches kids. That would be definitely something where you would want accuracy. But at the same time, I don't know if you need accuracy in your games. I just I don't know. I think it's a question. Like if you went to historical miniatures, you know, they even they right now they're like letting in Warhammer. Warhammer isn't exactly historical. So I don't know. It's a thing. Then we had the Trailblazer, which is Peter Atkinson, who is known for Pokemon, Gen Con, Magic, and now he's doing Chaldea, which is its own game, and I think it's going to be on Kickstarter pretty soon. Peter Atkinson is pretty well known. Like I said, he worked as a manager or CEO in Magic, and also has been CEO for Gen Con for many years. And then for performance, we had Claws. I still don't know what Claws. I have to explain this. So basically, the way in which you find out about the Indiecade games is you watch a stream, and they kind of go through the each of the things, but sometimes it's through interviews, and so some of the information wasn't as clear as I would have liked it to be. And as much as I would like to have the time to rewatch a full stream, is a bit difficult. And plus, they didn't really run it again. For Impact, there was Alma. Alma was an interesting game. I don't know what the price point on it was, but it basically you're playing a nurse, and as you help people, you get kind of this resource that's basically your kind of like spoons. Basically, it's your energy to do more things, and then as you give to people, you lose some of those, and so basically you have to find people to kind of praise you while you're helping and doing this stuff, because it kind of shows like how it is to be a nurse or in the healthcare industry or in any kind of service industry where you're trying to make people happy, and it's a difficult situation. So it's kind of interesting. Being that I worked as a operator for Honey Baked Ham on the holidays, I kind of know some of those things when you have people calling about their turkeys and stuff like that. But that's nothing like being a nurse, obviously. I know that with my treatment, sometimes I get more curt than I should be. And I know it's got to be hard. It's got to be. And my heart goes out to these people for sure. Then the best system was Dice Legacy, the one that we talked about, where the dice change your movement and they can change themselves. Like you take one type of die and another type of die, and you can fuse them and or parent them, and then they become another type of die that does different effects. And then the best narrative was Hall of Vista, which I did not see that was, but it'll be cool and really interesting. And unfortunately, that's what I have for Indiecade. And if I find out some more stuff, and I may get some more interviews, I'm talking to some people, and I didn't get much response on interview. I got some response on interviews during Indiecade, but then after Indiecade, I didn't really get any responses. So I'm going to see what I can do and see if we can get some more interviews for Indiecade. But for that, and the game that I'm talking about, I'm going to go on to Indiecade because I need to find that game because I want to explain what it is, and I'm going to run it, so I need to know what it's called. So I'm going to go on to Indiecade real quick here. And here we go. I'm going to look up the games real quick because this one game is really oh no, it's just nominees or whatever. Let me find the nominees. The game I'm going to play today. Also, while I'm looking this up, at 3 o'clock. Okay, yes. So what I'm going to be playing is Blackhaven. And I'm going to give the description. Blackhaven is a first-person narrative mystery that follows Kendra Turner, a college intern who uncovers a trail of secrets and misdeeds while working at a historical plantation museum. And I'm going to be streaming that today. Right. So stay tuned, and you can watch me play Blackhaven and also talk more about Indiecade. But I was going to say, a friend of the show, the cinematic sorcerer, Solar Gray, is going to have another Dark Side of the Room, and you can go and watch on. I'm going to make sure I've got that information correct. You can go on. You go on Twitch TV /BI capital B little I capital D _P, and at 3 o'clock you will find Solar Gray, the cinematic sorcerer, talking about all things in gaming and life, and it's really cool. Probably be there, and so I'll be in the chat as well, and you definitely listen to one of the things. I'll either be in there as Black and White or as Gaming Fixx Live, one of the two, and it'll be really cool. And I look forward to doing that. So as far as concerned, I wanted to talk about Extralife. Extralife. Well, I'm actually going to talk about how it affects me, or how it affected me. When I was very young, I'd say about 5, maybe 4, I had some really bad ear infections. And when I had those ear infections, I went to Children's Hospital of Orange County. And I remember I was really fevered up and stuff. And they helped me when I was a kid. And I don't know what the doctor bill was, obviously, and my parents have never discussed exactly how that works, and I don't know how they do that. But I know that they provided me care, and they took care of me, and I want to pass that back. And so that's why when I heard about Extralife, when I was at a gaming convention 7 years ago, I decided to help out, and it seemed like such an easy thing to do, to play. Now, one of the things is the gaming, as much as I would like for it, we've done some role-playing games, but really the thing is those things, they have to be on the stream because it's easier to monetize. I mean, there's other ways to do it. people can, out of their goodness of their heart, go onto that link, and you can add money to the fund. But another way for me to get that message out is to be streaming, which is why I'm going to be streaming all day on Saturday and ending on Sunday at 6 p.m. And basically, all of the money goes to Children's Miracle Network, which is a network of hospitals. Our hospital in the area in Los Angeles County is the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles, but I know that there's probably some people that might be in Orange County that they might want to help them out. And if you're in another state, have friends in another state, then you can find out in your state where that is. I think, though, that if you do donate to me, it will be going to Children's Hospital of Los Angeles. And it helps the children. So basically, the kids that they get leukemia or have any kind of a chronic illness, or they need any kids that need help, long term or non long term, these hospitals help. And that's why I take my time every year, and I try and encourage other people to donate and support this. And that's why I'm going to be doing that this year. So definitely, you can go on to our stream, which if you're already here, then you know what the stream is, but I'll give it to you in case you happen to be on Facebook or on YouTube. You go on to Twitch TV / Gaming Live. That's Twitch TV, twitch.tv / Gaming Fixx Live. And I'll be streaming and playing all kinds of games. Pretty soon I'm actually putting a list together this year a little quicker because one, they have to meet a certain guidelines as far as content, and I want to make sure that all my games meet that. And I also want to help out independent, so I'm hoping that I can get lots of independent games in. Definitely going to probably be going through a lot of the games that I have in the racial justice bundle that I've been wanting to go through because it's like 24 hours of gaming. So that's definitely some games that I'll be able to go through. I'm going to try and see if maybe I can get some folks that I know to come back. Get Daryl to show up for I don't know, an hour or something like that if he's got time. But I'm doing this because I really believe in it, and I've been going to E3 and getting people to sign up, and I've been doing this for a while, and it's something that I really do support. And if you can, I really appreciate it. You can watch the stream, obviously, but if you can donate to the site right there, that would be really cool. I'm just trying to raise $300, and if I can get that and we can help out, that would be great. But thank you for watching, and I think I'm going to give myself a little tiny break before I play once again. Right after this, I'm going to play Black Haven, and I might even play, because it was free. What was the game that I said was free? Oh, The Lighthouse. Let's see if it's... Also, I have some of these games on Xbox, which I will probably play. Like Rain on Your Parade is a game that is an independent that I have. So I will probably be looking and listing and seeing what I can play that is I have available as well. So we'll do that. But definitely, right after this, I will be playing Black Haven and the other game. So I guess not. Well, it has to be on here. I'm trying to think. It's the one they said was free. Oh, okay. It's Spirit Way to the Lighthouse. So Spirit Way to the Lighthouse I will also play that today too. And so that'll be pretty cool. Enjoyed Indiecade. And while I have you here, if you want to help out the program, there's two ways you can do that. If you go on to www.tpublic.com/stores/GAMING-FIXX, then you can get some shirts that are Gaming Fix shirts, as well as curated shirts of some of your favorite things. Like we'll probably have some stuff this afternoon for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure because it was just released on Netflix. So that's something that I want to follow. I don't know if it's subbed or dubbed. I'm still having the glasses problem, so it is kind of tending to stop me all of the cool subbed stuff that I would like to. I feel bad about that, but that's the way it is. Another way you can help is if you go on to Patreon and become a patron. Just go on to patreon.com/realgamingfix, and just for $1 a month, $5 a month, $10 a month, you can help us out, and we really appreciate that. And all that money goes in action, as well as keeping the lights on and making things are running properly. So that goes for like things like paying for Restream, paying for Podbean, paying for all of our things that just make things work. All right. Well, I don't have anything else. Please come check me out after this on Gaming Fix on Twitch TV/Gaming Fix Live. Check us out at 12 o'clock. I'm going to give myself about 5 minutes to just get everything ready. Thank you for your time. Bye, everybody.